Mr. President, thank you for the opportunity. You always stress that both the weapon model and the quantity supplied are crucial. Regarding Tomahawks, how many would we ideally want, not how many we are given or even how many we request? And the second question is also how will we finance it? We expect that we will be able to finance this through a reparations loan, at the expense of Russian frozen assets, or through the Pearl mechanism, or through our mega deal with US. What are the options here? Another question for the High Representative. You said that the EU welcomes all ways to strengthen Ukraine. This includes Tomahawks. If yes, are you willing to finance these weapons through Russian frozen assets?
It's too early to talk about the possibilities. Although, frankly, I shared our vision with President Trump already. But some of these things are probably not for a phone conversation. Therefore, we will meet him. And the others. How to finance? You are absolutely right, we have these three so far, they are not bad options. One option is the NATO Pearl program. We work through it, NATO works, NATO purchases weapons of various kinds from America with its own money and then they give us what we need. Probably, NATO can buy some additional weapons for itself. Yes, but I think we can definitely use this tool. The second is a separate story, we can directly through mega deal. This is a big story, we still have to get to it. Although there are some things that are in mega deal, we raise the relevant issue in principle. And what else?
Frozen assets.
Yes, frozen assets are definitely a good option. But everything still needs to be resolved there. So far, in principle, most leaders have a positive view of this mechanism. But this is if it is initially a political decision. You know how it is in politics. It happens first a political decision and then the loading of all other mechanisms. And here we need to solve a little, in my opinion, we can solve a little faster.
Thank you very much for your question. Obviously, Ukraine has military needs, and Ukraine knows these needs best. Whether it's the Patriots, whether it's the Tomahawks, any capability, whatever you name it. Therefore, it is Ukraine that must say what it needs. For our part, we are trying to help Ukraine with its needs. And that is why we are discussing various initiatives on how we can help Ukraine. As for frozen assets, this reparations loan, which relies on frozen assets, it means that Russia must pay for the destruction it has caused to Ukraine. And so, again, it is up to Ukraine to decide how to use this money. Please, last question. Congratulations. This is Bloomberg. Mr. President, congratulations. Your country is in a difficult situation when it comes to energy. I would like to ask, what exactly do you need from the European Union in terms of energy? What are you planning to get for the winter? And you mentioned 100 million today. What are you going to do with these funds?
Thank you very much for this question. We expect electrical problems. Perhaps one or two attacks will require importing electricity. And we always take advantage of this opportunity during winter. And this opportunity is open to us. This is very important, this is the first thing. And second, they are also attacking our gas storage facilities. They are attacking the water supply and our gas infrastructure in general. Therefore, we started talking about gas imports. We have our estimates of what we might need, but it's mostly about funds. Today, as of now, gas is not a problem. The problem is to have enough money to buy this gas. We understand where you can buy it. We know what the price is. We have partners who are ready to supply and are not asking for funds right now. These are, for example, our Norwegian partners, our partners from the European Union. We are counting on them. And it can also be representatives of the Middle East. We also relied on these relationships last winter. We understand where to buy gas, but again the question is where to get enough money, but we will succeed.
The first aspect of this is to help Ukraine defend itself. Because if Ukraine can defend itself, then critical infrastructure will not be destroyed. This is the first thing we have to work on. The second is that our experts, our colleagues who work in the energy sector, assess what Ukraine needs in order to repair and protect its infrastructure, so that people have warmth and water, and so that people can survive the winter. And this work will be completed soon.